Welcome to Baz Travels. If you value these 8K immersive tours, please subscribe and like the video. It only takes a few seconds. Your support is the only way I can keep this channel going and continue bringing you these high quality experiences. Thank you for being here. Turning onto Whitaker Street, the atmosphere shifts from the leisurely pace of the pedestrian wall to the grand, structured energy of Savannah's civic core. This corridor has long served as a vital artery for the city's professional life, connecting the residential beauty of the square to the industrial power of the river. As you move towards Bay Street, the horizon is dominated by the symbols of law, order, and the immense wealth that has filtered through this port for centuries. These are the buildings designed to project the permanence and power of a city that was once the commercial crown jewel of the South. The most striking, unmistakable landmark is Savannah City Hall. Completed in 1905, its most striking feature is the massive dome, coated in genuine gold leaf. This isn't just an architectural flourish, it's a statement. When it was built, it replaced the old city exchange, signaling a new era of prosperity and modernization for the city. The gold dome serves as a beacon visible from the river and across the rooftops, reminding everyone that while Savannah values its history, it has always had its eye on the golden future. The building sits on the very edge of the bluff, a sentinel watching over the shifting tides of the Savannah River and the ever-evolving city behind it. Just across the way stands the United States Customhouse, a building that radiates a completely different kind of strength. Constructed in the 1840s, it is a masterpiece of Greek Revival architecture, built entirely of massive blocks of granite. Its monumental columns and austere facade were designed to be fireproof and indestructible, a literal fortress for the collection of federal duties. In a city where cotton was king, the custom house was the counting house. Every ship that docked, every bale of cotton that was exported, and every luxury good that arrived from Europe was processed through these doors. It was here that the federal government made its presence felt in the busy life of the port. This intersection of Whitaker and Bay is where the high city meets the low city. Behind the grand structures lie the steep ramps and iron bridges of factors' walk. But here on the street level, everything is about prestige. These buildings have witnessed the entire arc of Savannah's modern history, from the peak of the cotton trade and the arrival of the railroads to the quiet years of the mid-20th century and the city's spectacular cultural rebirth. Ending your walk at the Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce, you are at the literal crossroads of the city's past and future. This area remains the engine of Savannah's identity, a place where the business of the city is still conducted under the shadow of the same golden dome that has watched over generations of leaders. It is a location that demands respect, showcasing the architectural ambition of a city that knew, even a century ago, that it was destined for greatness. To stand here is to feel the weight of Savannah's civic pride, anchored in stone and topped with gold.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.